What's happening, guys? It's Bharat Nagpal for iGyaan, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Apple iPhone 5C. Now, the iPhone 5C essentially is the iPhone 5, and Apple replaced it with a polycarbonate or a plastic design to supplement the iPhone 5S, which was launched earlier this year. The iPhone 5C is available in several colors that can cater to anyone's fancy, and which is a nice thing from Apple because this is possibly the only phone, or actually this is the only phone that has come with so many colors. Most would say that the iPhone 5C is actually the 5 stuffed into a plastic body, and we won't refute that in any manner. Apple described the iPhone 5C as unapologetically plastic, and we feel that that's the best way to describe the build quality on the iPhone 5C. The plastic, although from a first glance or an images actually looks cheap, but to hold and feel in the hand is very robust. It's got a completely different feel. It actually feels slightly better than the Nokia Lumia phones do. It does not feel fragile, and it's actually not fragile. We did manage to drop it a couple of times, and it does survive all those drops. The only downside of the iPhone 5C in terms of build quality is the fact that the glass on the front does not have any form of protection. So if your phone falls front face, it's more or less done. Using a cover would actually save your phone, and it is highly recommended that you actually put it in a cover if you're prone to dropping your phone several times. If we talk about the specifications on the inside, we have a dual-core 1.3 GHz processor, a PowerVR SGX 543 MP3 triple-core graphics processor, 1 GB of RAM, and then you have 16 and 32 GB storage capacities. The 16 GB variant is actually available in the market for around 38 or 39,000 rupees, and somewhere if you do a little bit of research online is actually available for around 36,000 rupees. This is a fantastic price for this device, a device which runs the latest version of iOS and will continue to run this version or the latest version of iOS next year. So if Apple does release iOS 8 next year, you will get that on the iPhone 5C. The display is the same 4-inch LED backlit IPS LCD display. It does have a resolution of 640 by 1136 pixels, which Apple calls a Retina resolution, and it's the crispiest resolution that you can get on a smartphone. You do get 444 ppi displays nowadays and even higher, but according to Apple, the human eye can't see beyond the 323, which is the Retina resolution, and Apple has actually added a few more. So the pixel per inch is actually enough for watching videos, playing games, and all those things. But we feel that considering the competition in the market, Apple could have done a better job with the display. The primary camera, the 8 megapixel on the back, has a 5-element lens, the same from the iPhone 5, and it is one of the best cameras that you can get on a smartphone till date. The front-facing camera is a 1.2 megapixel camera. It's not the most impressive, but it does do 720p video. The battery on the inside is a 1510 mAh battery, and honestly, Apple has really lowered the battery life on iPhones, and this is possibly the biggest downside of an iPhone. Now, in a standard box, you'd get the iPhone 5C, a lightning connector, some earbuds, stickers, warranty guide, and user manual. So it's a usual form of Apple packaging, but the design of the box is slightly different, not that it matters. Although the hardware is same from last year's iPhone, the performance of the phone is up to par. So it's still as fluid as the iPhone 5S is in day-to-day operations, and it still is an impressive product. Plus the fact that you get it in several colors can actually help identify it. Now, the iPhone 5C also gets iOS 7, and it works brilliantly well on the device. You get control center and the new style of notification panel, a lot of new elemental UI changes which make it look really nice. You also get the new keyboard, which works really well. So overall, a great package in terms of operating system, and the workability. Performance is excellent, but whether you're browsing websites, going through several applications, multitasking has been enhanced, and it works really well on the iPhone 5C. Now, the speaker has also been enhanced, and you get a much louder speaker. Whether you're watching movies, videos, or listening to music directly from the speaker, you'll not be disappointed at all with the sound from the speaker of the iPhone 5C. The included earpods are slightly disappointing, and they do keep falling out of the ear despite the fact that Apple redesigned them last year. So there's no big improvement in terms of the earpods. It would be recommended that you find earpods or earbuds or earphones that you actually like and replace them with the ones in the box. You also get a flurry of applications from the App Store, over 1 million applications in the App Store now, which makes it the biggest app ecosystem, and almost all of these apps will work fluently on the iPhone 5C, and that makes it one of the best reasons to get the iPhone 5C. You get tons of games, you get tons of photography applications, you get tons of multitasking, productivity applications, tons of office applications, you name it, an application is there for that. And that makes the Apple ecosystem the best in terms of apps, in terms of cloud storage. The iCloud synchronization helps in storing your photographs online. It also stores your contacts. Everything is automatically synced in, and usage in a day-to-day basis is absolutely fantastic. Like I said, the camera is one of the best cameras that you can find on a smartphone today. It also ties in with a lot of photography applications that you can download on the iPhone 5C, and it gives you an overall great look and feel and usability of the camera, which makes it one of the best cameras on a smartphone or a handheld device. It's the most connected camera. It's the most used camera as well. An iPhone's camera is the most used camera today, and the iPhone 5C is no less. Now, the iPhone 5C was essentially a gamble from Apple, and it has actually worked in their favor, giving the market a completely new ecosystem. People wanted some colorful devices from Apple, just like their popular iMacs in the good old days where they were multicolored. The iPhone 5C is something like that. Their advertising campaign also says that it's for the colorful people, and people who are creative, people who are artistic would like this. A lot of ladies I spoke to like the pink color of the iPhone 5C, and the blue is essentially really a beautiful color, and we personally like that a lot. But you get lots of other options, including a white color in case you want that. So the iPhone 5C in its whole entirety is an excellent product for a decent price. It's still slightly overpriced considering the current price, but it is a decent product. It works really well. You get Apple's ecosystem, the latest version of iOS, and the fluidity that you can ask for. The only difference between this and the 5S remains of the Touch ID sensor, an incremental upgrade in terms of the hardware on the inside, and a slightly better camera. But the usability, performance-wise, on a day-to-day basis, one would not be able to make a difference. You can read the full review of the iPhone 5C on iGyaan.in. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube for more reviews, videos, and tech news. This has been Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.